Roberto here for another video review. This time it's the Galaxy Triple Treat. Yeah, so an interesting one. There's definitely a lot to say about this one, but what actually is it? Well, it says date, raisin and peanut bar dipped and drizzled with milk chocolate. Fruit, nut and chocolate, so they're the triple treats, I guess. Not a few in the range. It's basically the sort of the typical, I guess you'd say Mars Celebrations type chocolate sort of treats, their version of them. Like you've got a Mars one, for instance, a Snickers one, and a Bounty one, and there's no Milky Way one or a Twix or anything like that. But interestingly, the reason I'm doing the Galaxy one first, because this is basically, I mean, is there any Galaxy chocolate on this? You know what I mean? Because if you look at the Mars one, it's a triple treat one, but but it actually includes fudge pieces as well. So it's a quadruple treat really. So fruit, nut and chocolate and fudge. Whereas this one doesn't have the fudge. So is this one basically this one but without the fudge? You know what I mean? So is this the worst one of the lot? And why is it, labelled as Galaxy? Will it actually taste like Galaxy? I think it won't. Yeah, so I'm a bit dubious about these products, to say the least. But nonetheless, they look relatively interesting. So over 75% fruit and nuts, high in fibre, it says. I think they all say that, basically. Yeah, they all kind of say that. Over 75% fruit and nut, high in fibre. So they're basically all the same. They've just got slight different. This one's got like a dusting of coconut on. This one's got fudge pieces. This one's got peanuts, and this one's got nothing. So this is like the bland one, basically, even though it's labelled as Galaxy. So as I say, it might be dipped in Galaxy chocolate. That might be Galaxy chocolate around the bottom, but I doubt it. Because why would you? What you would do is you would add the Galaxy chunks on top of this, chocolate chunks, if you're going to do it differently. You would make the base unique for this, and then all the rest of them just be different. You know what I mean? You'd have the same chocolate on each of them. I would imagine anyway. Especially when you're adding bits to the top, you would just add extra bits for this one to make it Galaxy-like. So it's a bit rubbish that doesn't have little Galaxy chunks on top or something like that. And yeah, I mean, well, as I say, it could be dipped in Galaxy chocolate. This could all be, to nothing. I could be completely misguided, but I know where I'd bet my money if I had to. All right, so 4 times 32 gram bars, 4 bars in the pack. Is there anything else of interest on there? I don't think there's anything new, it says. What's on the back? Galaxy Triple Treat, date, raisin and peanut bar, dipped and drizzled with milk chocolate. Okay, so it doesn't say with Galaxy milk chocolate or anything like that, does it? Which I think it would do if it was. Okay, so date, raisin and peanut bar, dipped and drizzled with milk chocolate. Ingredients, date paste 42%, peanuts 29%, milk chocolate 14%. Raisins 10%, cocoa powder 4%. So yeah, what does that in? what does that in? 71% there we've got. 85, 95, 99% that adds up to. So there's 1% missing if I've added it all up correctly. We've got palm fat in there as well. Milk chocolate says milk size 40% minimum, cocoa size 25% minimum. Recipe contains greater than 74% date, raisin and peanuts. That's the asterisk on the front there, I imagine. Calorie wise, 400 grams, 427 calories, which is, well, it's not really a chocolate bar, this one, but chocolate bars tend to have between 500 and 550 from my review experience. 400 grams, this one's well below that. 19 grams of fat, 5 of which are saturates. And per 32 gram bar, 137 calories, 6.1 grams of fat, 1.6 of which are saturates. There you go, the box, you can recycle it. Film recycle with bags at large supermarkets. Okay, don't recycle at home, it says. I still don't understand why they say that, but there you go. It's got the big green dot there, which says the company supports recycling, but this product might not necessarily be recycled, but as you can see, it is. You've got the that's the standardised per person throwing something in the bin symbol, isn't it? I was I was looking at that. I think it was Cadbury or someone had like a bit of a different symbol for that. Yeah, not sure which bar it was on now, but yeah, I think that's a standard symbol for it. But some companies have different symbols, so it's quite interesting really to see the differences going on there. But yeah, I remember what it was on. It was on this member review I was doing, yes, and you can see the Walkers guy there looks very I don't know, yeah, very different, very stylised almost, but looking normal. But there's that one there, like a sort of standard road sign approach to it. It looks very like a generic person, the kind of image you'd have on a road sign on this one. But this one looks like a bit more stylised. There's grass involved and stuff like that. So there we go. It wasn't Cadbury, it was Walkers. All right, well, I don't think there's much more to say on this one, really. As I say, it's an interesting one. I mean, date paste, it says. I'm not expecting loads from this, to be honest with you, but you never know, could be surprised. But clearly, I mean, I sort of, lump all these kind of bars in as breakfast bars, things like this, all these sort of healthy bars and things. But I think they're not technically breakfast bars, I guess, but, it's that kind of thing, I think, like a snack bar, a healthy snack bar, basically, that's got a bit of chocolate in there to make it seem like it's a bit indulgent, but generally is relatively healthy. All right, well, let's give this an open so it looks like on the inside. Yeah, we'll take it from there. So let's do it. Let's give it an open. Okay then, everyone, going to give this a new Galaxy Triple Treat bar or bars. I guess there's 4 of them in here, 4 times 32. As you can see, 4 bars, 4 times 32. And open. Yeah, it's a very interesting one. I'm not sure what to make of this really. I was commenting before. Basically, seems like it's one of the other ones, you know, but without anything special on the top. So really, what makes this Galaxy? You know what I mean? This one's got like coconut shavings on the top, whatever. Mars one's got fudge pieces, which aren't really Mars bar like at all, but nonetheless it's got something. This one's got peanuts and Snickers one. This one has nothing, so is it just a bland one with nothing on it and just under the guise of Galaxy where there's nothing Galaxy about it? So we'll find that out when we taste it, I guess, but let's give it an open for now. So time recording, I've done about 940, almost 950 reviews, believe it or not. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. In the top right corner, I'll put links to all my other reviews, or some related ones, like Galaxy ones probably, and other things. Yeah, so after you watch this one, go check those out. Hope you enjoy those too. So there we go. So there's 4 of these. You can see they fit quite well in here, don't they? They're quite well packed, I would say. Although if you take it out, yeah, they seem quite well packed anyway. Quite a hefty bar. There's a bit of heft to it. But I think we could definitely tell that there's going to be some flourishes involved here. They look well packed, but I think the wrapper will push it out a bit. You know, you can see where they push out the tops, you know. So we'll see. Alright, it looks pretty identical to the outer packaging on the small one. I think it looks a bit nicer on the small one. They generally do. I've always found you buy a box of them, they seem to be a bit more concise. You know, so definitely we'll go over all the shenanigans again. We've already talked about on the outside of the box. So let's give it a bit of an open then. Okay. Alright, okay. There we go. Alright, well it actually looks... Alright, well, actually looks very nice, actually. I think it looks pretty good, that. I think that looks very nice. I was not expecting a great look to it, but I think it looks even better than it does on the picture, actually. Nice, more uniform look to it. The drizzle's very, like a nice pattern, I think, actually, yeah. I think for once, possibly the first time ever, or at least, you know, many times I can count on one hand anyway, the actual thing looks better than it does on the box. Interesting. But what I will say is you can clearly see here, it's impossible to get this flat unfortunately, but you can see, you know, I'll do it on the back actually just to, yeah, I mean look at that, you can see the gap there at the top, you know what I mean, so there's definitely a bit of gappage there. So yeah, so roughly give it I'll give it a measure with a ruler. So the box itself is about, just about, we'll say it's about 10.9 centimetres. The actual chocolate bar, whatever it's called, is about 8.3, 8.4. Yeah, so that's, what's that? 2.5 centimetres. Yeah, I think missing 2.4, 2.5. Yeah, so basically that's yeah, it's about a quarter of the bar, basically, isn't it? It's about a quarter of the bar, you know, roughly. And that could be there. So if you think about it, there's 4 of them. We're missing a quarter, so that's 1 extra bar you could fit in with the space, basically. Yeah, focus is lost there, sorry about that. But you know what I mean. So there's an extra bar. You could have 5 bars for the space of this box, and whether they'd all fit to the side as well is another matter. However, there's probably a bit of space here as well, caused by the flourish of these ones, of the sort of top of the bar, because it goes out a bit. So, but I think, you know, all right, we'll forget that for the moment, just because it makes it more complicated. But basically, you could get at least an extra bar in, maybe a bit more if you bear this bit in mind. But I'm not. You know, well, let's have a look. We can measure it, can't we? We can measure it. It's about 12 centimetres exactly that, actually. 12 centimetres. It's roughly 2.5 centimetres long. So 2.5 times 4, what's that? That's 10, isn't it? So there's 2 centimetres missing there. So you can almost fit in another one lengthwise as well. You know what I mean? There's like a fifth, 4/5. Basically. So yeah, so you could definitely fit an extra one at the top, and then basically 4/5 of an extra one width-wise as well. So you know, it's almost 2 extra bars you could fit in there, but at least 1.5 that you would definitely say. Oh, I'll give it some official measurements now with the calipers. We'll find where they are. Here they are over here. Yeah, there we go. It's not uncommon that though for bars to be like that, but it doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean we should ignore it. Some are worse than others. There's a bit of a chocolate gap there, it disappeared. Some of the chocolate's come off there at the bottom, which is a shame. It's not a complete flat bar, but 8.3 centimetres there. There's some, swirls on top which might affect the height, but it's roughly 1.4. The width at the bottom is a bit wider because of the chocolate base. 2.7. At the top, roughly 2.3. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's have a look. Do have a bit of a knife down here, but I might just snap it in half. Actually, I need to knife it. There we go. So you can see there. It looks not too bad actually, but of course it is all date and things. But you can see there the chocolate's very much skin deep. It's just a covering at the bottom, isn't it? You can see no thick chocolate base or anything like that. It's all that sort of date and date raisin and peanuts basically all sort of I think the main thing is date paste or whatever, and then there's all the raisins and peanuts mingled in with that. Nothing Galaxy like about it though. Has a nutty, slightly chocolatey smell, I guess, but there we go. All right, I think we need to give this a taste then, so I'll lift myself up and give it a taste, see what it's like. So let's do it. Will there be any Galaxy taste to it at all? I doubt it, but we might be surprised. So let's lift myself up, give it a taste. Okay then, everyone, I'm going to give these Galaxy Triple Treats a taste. Yeah, these new Galaxy Triple Treats a taste. Basically a date, raisin and peanut bar. Well, it says it there, dipped and drizzled with milk chocolate. Yeah, so this is the Galaxy one. I'm a bit curious as to what there is Galaxy like about it. It basically seems to be like any of the other Triple Treats. There's a Snickers, Bounty and Mars versions as well, but without any topper. So it sort of seems to be the vanilla one, not literally vanilla, but just a plain one with no actual, nothing on it. So the Mars one, Snickers one is sort of peanuts, the Mars one's got fudge pieces, even though Mars doesn't have fudge at all. And the Bounty one's got coconut pieces, or coconut, what do you say? Desiccated coconut bits, I guess. But the Galaxy one doesn't seem to have anything. And does it even have Galaxy chocolate in? It doesn't have it described as Galaxy chocolate on the back. It just says dipped in milk chocolate. I think you would imagine it would say dipped or drizzled with Galaxy milk chocolate. I think you would expect it to say. I would expect it to be made in exactly the same way as all the others. I wouldn't expect this particular one to be dipped or drizzled in a different kind of chocolate than the other ones. I would have expected really Galaxy chunks on top of it, Galaxy chocolate chunks, if it was going to have anything, since all the others have little chunky bits on top as well. In addition to it, to make it like the brand it's under. Mars, let's say, has the fudge piece in there. Mars doesn't have fudge, but the Bounty's got coconut on top. That kind of thing. And the Snickers has got peanuts. But all right, let's give it a bit of a taste then. So let's see what it's like. So let's do it. Let's give it a taste. Date paste, apparently. Okay. Well, initially when you have it, it's quite, it seems okay, but I would say after a few seconds in your mouth, you get this sort of, I can only assume is like a date taste, basically. A bit of peanut there, but I'm not getting anything Galaxy-like from this at all. Literally nothing, nothing. And I think that's, while obviously, really, you could argue it's not really about the Galaxy, insofar as it's meant to be like a date bar with raisins and peanuts and things. But the fact is, it is about the Galaxy. It's called a Galaxy Triple Treat Bar. You know what I mean? It's not called a date, raisin and peanut bar or whatever, even though technically it is. It's labelled as Galaxy. And this really has nothing Galaxy-like about it whatsoever. I can barely taste the chocolate, and I can taste it. It certainly isn't Galaxy, or there's not enough of it to be able to discern a Galaxy taste. But I'm as certain as I can be that it isn't Galaxy chocolate, because it makes no sense that they would specifically add Galaxy chocolate to this one unless they're adding it to all of them, because it just follows the same formula as all the others. They'll basically be making it exactly the same way as you want, except when it comes to putting the bits on the top, they just don't add anything in this one. So this one to me seems to be really the worst one of the lot, because it just doesn't have anything on top of it, and there's nothing Galaxy-like about it. There's nothing to make up for that fact. There's no Galaxy flavour. I don't think there's any Galaxy at all on it, but even if there was, you certainly can't taste it. It's I think it's probably what you'd expect it to be. It's kind of like, it tastes a bit like a sort of health type bar, something that's like a fruity bar, mixed together, and it doesn't taste really particularly of chocolate or anything like that. It's clear it's got chocolate there as lip service to chocolate. It doesn't really taste like it. I don't know. I think this one for me is for people who like this kind of bar. Basically, I think it's exactly what it is, and it's nothing else. You know, it is what it is. It's that annoying saying that I don't like, but um, you know, well, but it certainly isn't Galaxy, and I think we've got to bear that in mind that it's labelled as Galaxy, but it just isn't. It just isn't, and there's nothing. There's no attempt to make it like Galaxy. Like I would expect Galaxy chunks to be on top of this one, as I mentioned a couple of times already. You know, the Bounty one's got sort of coconut on top of it. Mars one's got a misguided attempt at making like Mars, but it's got fudge on it. There's no fudge in Mars, but nonetheless. And the Snickers one's got peanuts on top. And I think those are probably relatively fair enough. Relatively, I'm sure they'll still have the same problem, but to an extent. But nonetheless, there's an attempt there to be made to make them like their branded counterpart to an extent. But I'll say nothing for the Galaxy one. It should be Galaxy chunks, even if they're small chunks of chocolate. There should be something there that makes it like Galaxy, and there isn't. So I don't know what to make of this one really. I think I can, and also there's all that ridiculous wasted space where you could basically, there's room for at least one more bar in the packaging, 1.5 bars really, to be honest with you. So it's very yeah, it's it's the disappointing this one really. I don't know how to rate it. I think basically there's nothing on this that's any better than any other kind of health bar. I think there's people talk of naked bars, NAKD bars or whatever, that's a kind of the same sort of thing. There's nothing in this one that makes it stand particularly out as far as the fact that it's Galaxy is concerned. I think it's just a weird, poor attempt at, you know, for Mars to be making all these different bars, and they're all exactly the same, just slightly different. You know, it's just really, you know, they're very, very strange set of bars, these ones. I don't think they're very good. I think for what they are, you know, you could probably say a 3 out of 5, I think, you know, for what it is. But I think this isn't, you know, it's not horrible or anything, but it's just not for me, and I think there's no Galaxy in it at all. I think I struggle to rate this very highly, to be honest with you, because you could fit loads more in the box, and it doesn't have anything to do with Galaxy whatsoever. It really doesn't, you know. It really doesn't. There's literally nothing Galaxy-like about it other than the fact that there's Galaxy on the box. So I don't know how to rate this one really. I'd say if you like these sort of health bar type affairs, whatever they are, I don't even know if they are healthy particularly, but these, you know, good ingredient bars or whatever, I think you'll know, you know, you'll I don't think there's any reason why you wouldn't like this one, but the fact is it's labelled as a Galaxy bar. It's just a really poor bar. I don't know. I think it just misses the mark completely, this one. There's nothing about it. There's no reason to get this one over any of the other ones. I mean, all these ones will be better. They'll just be better. For one reason, whether you want like coconut, whether you like, you know, these fudge pieces, which you probably, this is probably the closest one you to the Galaxy one, maybe because it's got more chocolatey type stuff in, even a fudge and chocolate, but you know what I mean. You got the peanut ones here. There's literally no reason to get this Galaxy one at all over these ones. Calorie wise, I think the Bounty one's 429. Let's have a look just to check the calories. 423 per 100 grams, the Bounty one. The Mars one. 433. The Snickers one, might be the highest, not sure. 436. What's the Galaxy one? 427. So 427. That's 423. So for whatever reason, the Bounty one has the fewest calories in. Maybe there is some slight difference, I don't know, but picture just seems to have more nutty pieces, more, yeah, don't know, I think they are different photos actually. Yeah, so I don't know why that is, but I imagine if there was real Galaxy in it, it would have a few more calories than that, but nonetheless, there's not even a winner for calories, you know, so the Bounty one has fewer calories than the Galaxy one, so it's not like, say, the Galaxy one has the fewest calories. I can't explain why there's fewer calories in the Bounty one. It does imply there's something specific to the Galaxy one that makes it more chocolatey. Maybe it's the drizzle on top, I don't know. Maybe there's a slightly more drizzle to it. But it certainly doesn't taste like Galaxy, and you certainly can't really taste the chocolate. So I think for me, all these things combined, I say there's massive flourishes there. You could fit an extra one in the extra 1.5 bars in the box, so you could have 5.5 bars, at least 5 for sure. There's only 4 in the box. It doesn't have anything at all to do with Galaxy really that I can discern. It's just, you know, you may as well just go for any of the other ones over this one. There's no real reason to go for this one. It might have more of a chocolate drizzle on the top. I can only imagine that might be what it is. It just seems to have a bit more of it than on the box. That might be the only difference, but it's not enough chocolate there to taste it particularly anyway. So, and it's not Galaxy chocolate. You know, if you like these kind of bars, you know, you'll still like this one. But there's nothing about it at all that makes it interesting to get to go for over anything else. and I certainly wouldn't go for this one over any of the other ones. So, you know, it's just a really poor, lazy, rubbish attempt at one of these bars, basically. Yes, if you like these kind of bars, it's probably a 3 out of 5. But I think retreating it as it is, for all these poor, rubbish, you know, detrimental things about it, I think it can't be any higher than 1.5 out of 5 for me. So, you know, really poor. Alright guys, well, if you enjoyed that review, let me know what you think of these ones, whether you like the ideas of these or not, whether you could taste Galaxy Chocolate or not. Just let me know what you think in the comments. Always great to hear from you. Yeah, and like my video, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already as well. Things like this. Check out the links that appear on the screen now as well. Great to support the channel by continuing to watch my content. Check out Discord server and member program. Links are in the description if not on the screen here. And have a great day as well. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.